Just a quick note before we start this review. We jump into the taste testing pretty quickly in this video, so make sure you stick around to the end of the video. That's when I'll talk about my thoughts on serving size, ingredients, and I'll share my blood glucose response after eating all of these cookies.
Hey there, it's Courtney.
Hey there, it's Colton.
And Steve. And who else do we have?
Pika Clem 64.
Pika Clem 64. That's his name?
Yep.
So it's a Pikachu from Build-A-Bear?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
He was first made, he was first to sing in Japan.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay. Well, you know what we're going to do today?
What?
We are going to do a ChipMonk cookie review, but a very special one in a couple of ways. One, it's their cookie sandwiches, and they have 5 of them right now in stock, and they are going to decide, based on customer feedback, which one becomes a permanent item. So sometimes they do these things where they're just like seasonal. They do it once or a small batch and they don't do it again. Well, they're going to decide from these 5, and maybe they'll take our feedback too, and decide which one becomes permanent. Is that exciting? Mm-hmm. We're going to start off with probably the most common thing, which is a chocolate chip cookie sandwich. Okay? Mm-hmm. Now, what's kind of cool, they're bigger. Remember when we did the carrot cake? Were you here for the carrot cake ones? They were kind of small. I think me or Courtney was. Maybe we all were. Here, let me show you the carrot cake one. Look at this. Nice and big. And I don't know if you can see this, but it's just gushing out the cream cheese stuff. Mm-hmm. So my 2 big complaints when we did the carrot cake cookie sandwich was, one, they were small, about 1/4 the size of this, and they didn't have nearly enough stuffing. This one though, I tell you what, let me just show people what this looks like with my camera here. So take a look at this thing now. This has got some size on it, and it has definitely got some filling. Okay, so the first thing I noticed, this sort of crumbled a little bit. -1 point. All right, now I'm going to take the camera again and just show folks what we're looking at in terms of a filling amount. So, I mean, pretty decent, looks like. Now, because these seem to be falling apart a little bit, we're probably not going to go ting on this one at least. Okay? We'll just give them a bite and try them out. All right, who wants to go first?
Pikachu does.
Pikachu. What did Pikachu think of them?
Pikachu said, I think I like the chocolate.
Okay.
But I think it's a little bit yogurty too. I taste the yogurt a little bit.
A little tang to it.
You said it tastes a little bit like yogurt?
Yeah.
The filling? Okay. Your thoughts?
I like the nuts.
Yep.
I'd say it's more of like a cakey texture than it is like a cookie.
Yeah. It's very, very moist, leaning towards cake-like.
Yeah.
But
like a whoopie pie.
And I like the nuts as well. The chocolate, I wish were a little bit more like a, it's something you kind of get with the sugar-free chocolate chips. They don't quite bring the same punch. Mm-hmm. It's like a semi-sweet, like a Nestle's.
Yeah.
Or a Toll House cookie morsel, whatever they're called.
Mm-hmm.
It was decent.
Yeah.
I'm glad we started with that one, because a lot of these other flavors have got me pretty excited.
Alrighty.
So next up, we're going to go with the caramel pecan sandwich.
Not very creamy.
No, we're not nearly as much filling in this one. All right.
Okay.
This one didn't crumble nearly as much as the chocolate chip one. Unless you're pulling off a piece for Pikachu, and then it does seem to crumble. All right, are we ready? Caramel pecan. Ting.
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 So that one, I like the caramel flavor. It's definitely strong caramel. I really wish there were more filling in it. That one made me thirsty. It also, it's very buttery. And even though I have kind of gotten away from enjoying sweets, this felt like it could have benefited from being a little bit sweeter. What did you think?
I thought the nuts were good.
The nuts were good, okay.
It kind of tastes like, it kind of looks like muffin.
Kind of looks like muffin? Okay.
Yeah, it is a very muffiny texture.
Now
More
that
so than cake. That's a better way to describe
And
it.
now that you mention it, it does. There's almost like a really buttery, slightly caramely bran muffin. sort
Yeah,
of
it's
vibe
like
to
a
it.
muffin top.
Yeah.
We make those. I think that's what the texture would be. Yeah, you get like a strong caramel flavor right when you have it in your mouth.
Yeah.
Like before you even chew it. It's very caramely.
Yeah, I'm kind of neutral overall on that one.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
No, what about Pikachu?
Oh, what did Pikachu think?
Do you think it look kind of caramely taste? And you thought the nuts were good.
Caramely tasting, but not so good.
Nuts were good.
Oh, nuts were good. Okay. All right, moving on to carrot cake. Now, I have always loved the carrot cake, and they used to do these big ones like this, and then they switched to that small size, which really kind of bummed me out. So let's see if they have earned me back. All right, I can tell just taking it out of the package, this is already pretty crumbly and moist. And I'm cutting it very crumbly. And loads of frosting in here. All right, here we go. Carrot cake.
Dang.
All right, Courtney, your thoughts.
I liked the taste of all the spices in there. Solid carrot cake, good frosting. Favorite so far.
Okay, Colton and Pikachu, what did you guys think?
I thought it was like a lot of. I thought the cream was good,
The cream cheese filling, yeah.
and it tasted like carrot cake very well.
Yeah. I like the taste. I love the cream cheese. I love the nuts. It's a little too moist, I think. I mean, my fingers came away like buttery
Yeah.
almost. I mean, this thing is oozing whatever fat they used in it. So it could stand to be a little less moist, but man, flavor, pretty awesome.
Good flavor.
Next up, I don't think I've ever had this. Strawberry shortcake sandwich.
Nice.
So I'm wondering what the filling is going to be. The filling's going to be strawberry, or if the filling's going to be cream cheese, what it's going to be.
Yeah.
All right, this one is also looking a little bit thin on the filling right there. So yeah, we got to slow down on the size a little bit here because I'm getting full.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. That one was the most muffiny, I think, in terms of texture, and probably the least moist out of all of them. Like, all of us took some big drinks of water after that one. The strawberry flavor wasn't real strong. I wish there were some more frosting in there as well. Golden, what did you and Pikachu think?
Pikachu thought it had a nice strawberry taste to it,
Okay.
and he liked the cream, but he wished it had more cream in it.
Wished it had more cream? Yeah, I don't blame him.
What about you though?
You feel the same?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I liked that there was like the pieces of strawberry in there, but then it kind of just made me think how I'd rather have real strawberry shortcake instead.
Okay.
So,
All right, this is double chocolate chip sandwich. And again, like the first chocolate chip one, this kind of crumbled a little bit coming out of the package.
So is the cookie supposed to be chocolate too? Because it's definitely darker, but it doesn't really look chocolate.
It's not super dark.
It looks burnt.
There's definitely more filling in this one than a couple of the others. We like that, big filling. I'm not going to cut one specifically for Pikachu. You can just pretend like you're sharing, okay? Because otherwise I have to eat all these leftovers. All right, here we go. Oh.
You can just go ahead
Yeah,
and
I
keep that in there.
I don't need to do a ting if after it's already been in your mouth. What did you think of that?
I don't really think it was giving double chocolate chip. I think it maybe because it was already in my head, but it kind of just tasted like a cookie that had been cooked a little longer.
Okay.
A chocolate chip one.
Golden, what did you and Pikachu think?
Pikachu thought it was like chocolate donut, but a little bit stronger.
Chocolate? Okay. I could see that. And what did you think?
I think the chocolate chip was good, but I thought it was a chocolate chip cookie, but it's double.
Okay, so it's like a chocolate chip but double?
Yep.
Like more chocolate chips.
Yep.
But it didn't taste. The cookie itself wasn't chocolate.
I think Pikachu nailed it. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to say, but when Pikachu decided it tasted kind of like a chocolate donut, that's what it reminds me of. Sort of a chocolate cake donut. Not super rich, just sort of a mildly chocolate flavor. And I think I was also kind of expecting a little bit more for something named double chocolate.
Yeah. All right, you started off then.
Number one favorite.
I'll probably go with carrot cake.
Okay.
And maybe this one.
The double chocolate. Okay.
Yeah. And strawberry shortcake.
This is your number three. Okay. Courtney, are we keeping you up?
My favorite one is definitely the carrot cake. After that, I don't really know. The caramel one was my... Yeah.
So
I was going to say caramel was my least favorite, but... Yeah.
My favorite also was the carrot cake. I wish, though, it were a little less buttery or whatever fat they used in it. It tasted great. Love the cream cheese. I'm glad they got it back into big size. My number two, probably the chocolate chip sandwich. I think that was it was a nice balanced cookie, and I love the amount of filling in it. In terms of my least favorite, and that doesn't mean that they were necessarily bad, but the caramel pecan sandwich, that one left me really, really, really thirsty. Pikachu, what did you think?
Pikachu thought this one was first.
The double chocolate?
And the carrot cake was second, and the strawberry shortcake was first.
Okay. All right, so that's all of our votes. It looks like if you were to combine all those, it seems like carrot cake is pretty much the overall winner. Wouldn't you say?
Yes.
The reason we did not include the nutritional information or ingredients in this review is because we just got the cookies. We didn't get anything else. You'll notice no label on the back. However, all of that information is on their website, which I link to down below in the description. Just click on cookies and then sandwiches. You can see it all. But here is the too long don't read version. Ingredients on ChipMonk cookies are clean, very clean. You're not going to see a lot of weird, crazy ingredients when it comes to these cookies. However, if you are counting total carbs, these are probably off the menu for you, as you're looking at 24 total grams of carbs per serving, which is one full sandwich. Now I'm going to come back to that in a second, but first the net carbs. Once you subtract out the fiber and the allulose, you're down to 3 grams of net carbs per serving. Now in terms of the serving size, I wound up eating the equivalent of a full cookie. After trying out all of those cookies, I did all the little triangular chunks that we had, plus any leftovers that were on the table and crumbs. So at least a cookie, possibly a little bit more. And what I can tell you is that is too much for me. Honestly, I think about half of one of these would be about my limit. I could probably just be satisfied with about a quarter of one of them. And what I will tell you is after eating as much as I did in that one sitting, I almost felt, I'm not going to say sick, but definitely kind of felt a little bit of a sweetness overload from eating that much. Enough so that I was a little bit concerned about what my blood glucose results might be. So let me grab my phone and we'll take a look at those. Per usual, I am wearing a Dexcom G7 continuous glucose monitor, and I'm using the Levels Health app to analyze the performance of my glucose over the course of 2 hours. I will include a link to the Levels Health app if you want more information down in the description below. But let's take a look at how my glucose performed after eating the equivalent of a full cookie spread across 6 cookies. A 10 out of 10. Stable response. Let's take a look at the details. No movement. None. Flat. And like I said, I was really kind of feeling a little bit of a sweetness overload after eating all those. I don't know, maybe it's just like leftover guilt type feelings that I have from when I used to binge on that sort of stuff pre-keto. But hey, the results are what they are. Not a big surprise based on the ingredients. But if you're concerned about glucose, at least for me, no movement. So let's go back to Courtney and Colton and Pikachu and close this out. So now it's up to you if you'd like to try these out. If you do want to try these out, I will include a link down below in the description along with a coupon code. You can try these out. You can place your vote. Let Chipmunk know what you think. But that is going to be it for this video. What do we say when we're done?
Thanks for watching.
See
Thanks
you.
for watching.
Oh, that was nice. I didn't know Pikachu was going to talk.
See you next time.
Thanks for watching. And thanks for helping.